Welcome to Module 7. In Module 7, we're going to select the right messaging framework for our company and audience, and then apply that framework to shape our core narratives. Then we'll develop messaging assets like value props, messaging pillars, elevator pitches, and so on. And then we'll have it generate some messaging formats between 10 and 250 words so we can keep our messaging consistent and crisp across all the channels we support, like websites, emails, social, ads, various decks. So let's get into this. The first thing I'm going to do is log in to ChatGPT, and then I'm going to get into my AnyQuest Product Marketing Assistant. So I think our very first step is to figure out of all the messaging frameworks, which is going to be the best one for us. But I don't want the chat to pick. I want it to do the research and I'll pick. So I'm pasting in a prompt that says, analyze the top messaging frameworks used in marketing, including both classic and modern approaches like jobs to be done, StoryBrand, Challenger. Then evaluate each framework through the lens of our target persona and ideal customer profiles, which we so carefully just made, and then rank the top 5 frameworks in order of suitability for our needs. For each, provide a short description, why it would be a good fit for our audience and business, and any potential limitations or considerations when applying it. Now remember, you can download these prompts and copy them and paste them yourself, so don't worry about furiously typing these down. Okay, so it's completed its research. Let's read what it says. The evaluation criteria is based off of things we've provided. So I skimmed this. I agree it looks pretty good. Let's move down. The first one is jobs to be done. What is it? Focus on what your customer is trying to accomplish rather than who they are or what you're selling. It asks the job, what job is the customer hiring this product to do? A very empathetic approach. Why it fits, this looks pretty good. Frames use cases, that looks pretty good. Consideration may need supplementing with an emotional or narrative layer for skeptics. And notice it pulled our skeptic roles in here, so that's helpful. And it doesn't address the why now urgency. It requires some framing. Yeah, well, I think we can work through that. Let's look at number 2, challenger messaging. What is it? It educates the buyer by teaching them something new about their business. It reframes how they think, often highlighting risks or missed opportunities they hadn't considered. This is an interesting one too. Let's see. It's perfect for skeptical buyers toward a new way of thinking about AI workflows, builds urgency around stalled pilots, governance blind spots, or cost of manual work, helps position AnyQuest as a trusted advisor versus another AI tool. Now, I think this sounds more like what we want. Considerations require strong insight and proof points to back up the reframe. Can feel confrontational if not handled with tact. Tone must stay empathetic. Very good points. I think given the newness in the AI landscape and the sense of urgency for people to see success, right now, Challenger feels like the most appropriate one. And then here are several others. If you're doing a job for a real company, you'd want to put more intentionality into what you pick here, but I'm doing a video tutorial for you, so we're going to skip some of the ceremony and just pick Challenger. I think this is a pretty good choice. So I'm going to let ChatGPT know to use Challenger from now on. Okay. Now it's reflected what is going to go on when we use Challenger. I can skim this. Once again, it's up to us to fix everything before we ask it to do things, because the more it drifts, the more it's going to produce content that you have to mess with or is off key or doesn't really work. So put in the time up front to pick well, but I think in this case, we've picked pretty well here. Now it's offering some choices here of further work, but I actually want it to keep working on messaging. And I've built a prompt that asks it, using the Challenger messaging framework, develop core messaging for our company based on what you know about our brand, audience, and offering. Include the following: a core value proposition, key messaging pillars, 3 to 5, supporting proof points or examples under each pillar, a sample elevator pitch, suggested headlines or taglines for landing pages or campaigns. Make sure the tone, language, and framing are aligned with our target personas and the problems we help solve. Okay, so it's wrapped up this analysis. Let's take a look at what it came up with. So most companies think AI success means buying better tools, but without structured workflows, clear governance, and reusable agents, even the best tools break down. That's actually pretty good. I like where that went. AnyQuest turns AI chaos into scale by giving your teams a no-code platform to build, deploy, and govern AI agents that actually work. So let's look at the first messaging pillar it came up with. Prompting isn't a strategy. As you remember from our earlier work building the documents for AnyQuest, we're going after people who have used ChatGPT and are ready to migrate into a more productive workflow. So this really helps to push in on that feeling that you've hit the edge of what can be done in your company by using prompt-based AI work, and now you're ready for some scalable, repeatable workflow. I like this a lot. Let's see. Let's just kind of skim this. Proof points, visual builder, lets teams create agent in under an hour, no engineering bottlenecks. Once again, our target personas are going to be sensitive to the fact that AI skills are sparse and expensive. And if we can distribute those skills around, it's going to be more beneficial for the company. So I feel like that pushes pretty good. It talks about the integration points, which means you can keep your technology that you like. We just work with it. I like that too. We automated support triage in 3 days. So that's just an example. I don't mind that, but it doesn't really do much for me. Number 2, you can't govern what you can't see. This is another really interesting point because as the AI market matures, companies are going to want to govern it well and not just have a bunch of weird rogue AI providers with insecure data access and who might possibly share their data across other trainings or with other people. And that's a big no-no, especially in various industries or regulated industries like finance, pharmaceuticals, or anything that's kind of secret sauce needs to stay secret sauce. So I like that a lot. Gives teams central oversight while enabling teams to move fast. Yep. Challenge shadow AI workflows, rogue prompts, and zero audit trail equal high risk. 100% agree. I'm glad it picked up on that. The proof points look decent here. Cross-team reuse without rework. Once again, this goes back to the need to distribute AI skills evenly in a company. The challenge is every team building their own AI solution equals wasted effort and inconsistent results. This is 100% on point. The claim AnyQuest lets you build once and deploy everywhere so your AI grows with your business. This is actually looking really, really, really good. Lastly, pilots aren't progress. Pillar from stalled pilots to enterprise-wide deployment. This is another thing I feel like is going to resonate well with a company who's under pressure to start using AI well, but for whatever reason isn't having a good time of it. It is still pretty early in the AI markets, and many of the processes and tools that are out there are not predictable and are just not as good as they tell you that they are. So this is a winning thing here. Most orgs can start with AI, but few know how to scale it. 100% correct. AnyQuest helps innovation ops teams turn small wins into repeatable success stories. So what the AI's come up with is pretty good, especially given how little impact we've had on this messaging. If we were going to work on this from a more professional standpoint, this is where we would play human in the loop and make some tweaks. But I think this is actually really good and is going to give us a basis to continue. So let's see here. It's offering a few things. A full landing page copy flow using this messaging, not bad. Challenger style persona specific one pagers, that's pretty good. Why don't we ask it for that? And then we can feed these back into our AI knowledge and get our AI to be even better as we go along.
A few moments later.
Now I'm going to ask it to make it downloadable in a Word format so we can save this information. Now I've asked it to give me a downloadable Word format, and oddly enough, it stuck it into a canvas. So this is one area where AI may not be exactly paying attention. We have to be careful here. If it keeps making mistakes, it may be running out of context window and I'll need to start another chat. But let's try it again. Make this down. Okay, our one-pagers are delivered into Word format, so I've downloaded those. Let's just quickly scan them. Looks like exactly what we wanted. And now let's close this. And now we'll get the messaging pillars downloaded. We'll ask that to be in a downloadable format too, and it'll once again consider our request and hopefully take the straightest line to a downloadable version. Okay, our messaging is downloadable, so we've clicked that. Let's pop it open and make sure it hasn't gone off the rails. There's our messaging pillars, the reframes, sample elevator pitches, taglines, and so on. Perfect. Now the next thing I need to do is I want to distill this messaging down to various formats, 10 words, 20 words, 50 words, 100 words, and 250 words. So let's paste in a prompt that says, based on the core messaging we developed, generate key messaging summaries in the following links, blah, blah, blah. Each version should clearly communicate who we are, what we do, the value we deliver, while staying aligned with our target personas and the tone of our brand. These should be suitable for things like social bios, ad copy, sales decks, landing page intros, and email intros. And now we have the results. So 10 words is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Turn AI chaos into scalable, secure, and reusable team workflows. If you're wondering why I counted, sometimes AI is not the best at actually counting words. So once again, trust but verify. 20 words. AnyQuest helps teams deploy no-code AI agents that scale, govern, and reuse workflows across operations, IT, and innovation. Meh. Do I like that? What do I think about that? Maybe I like it. It feels a little generic, so I might want to revise this as I go. 50 words. Most companies start AI projects, they don't scale them. True. AnyQuest gives teams a no-code platform to build, govern, and reuse AI agents that actually work. Whether you're in ops, IT, or innovation, we help you go from disconnected pilots to consistent, secure workflows that integrate with your tools and deliver real ROI. That's actually better than the 20-word one, so we'll keep that in mind. 100 words. Too many companies are stuck in AI pilot purgatory. Prompts everywhere, governance nowhere, nothing reusable. AnyQuest turns that chaos into structure. Our no-code AI enablement platform lets your teams build, deploy, and scale multi-step agents that work with your content, systems, and processes. Ops leaders reduce manual work, CIOs get control, innovation teams scale wins across departments. You don't need more AI tools, you need a way to make them work together. Build once, deploy everywhere, govern every step. Okay. This is actually more like what we want for the 20-word one. So let's put that here for just a second. And then this. Let's look at the 250 one, see if we have anything better. 250 words. Your teams are experimenting with AI, but behind the scenes it's messy. Yes. Everyone's prompting, no one's aligning, ops is building a one-off hacks, IT has zero visibility, which they always are afraid of. Innovation is stuck running endless pilots with no way to scale the wins. Nice. That's where AnyQuest comes in. We're a no-code AI workflow platform that helps mid-market and enterprise teams turn fragmented AI efforts into governed, scalable, and reusable agent workflows. With AnyQuest, your teams can build multi-step agents in hours. No engineers required. Use your internal tools, content, and systems as reliable sources. Deploy agents across sales, support, onboarding, compliance, and more. Maintain full oversight, governance, and reuse across departments. Ops leaders save time without losing control. CIOs gain visibility without slowing teams down. Innovation leaders finally get a platform to scale AI across the org. Stop spinning up yet another pilot. Start building AI workflows at scale. These are actually pretty good. Let's see. I want you to redo the 20-word positioning. Please use the below for inspiration. Give me 10 versions. So often what I'll do is ask it for a number of versions so I can discard the ones I don't like and Mr. Potato Head my way into something that I do like. So let's see here what it comes up with. Too many AI pilots, not enough progress. This would speak to early adopters of AI, of which AnyQuest is a great fit for. AnyQuest builds scalable, governed workflows your teams can deploy, reuse, and trust. That isn't bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And one word under budget. Nice. Let's scan the rest of these. Stop spinning up isolated prompts. Start building AI workflows at scale. Integrate with your tools and deliver business value. AI chaos is killing productivity. Yes, it is. Let's save the ones we like down here. I like that one. I like this one. You don't need more tools. You need reusable agents. Prompts are not a strategy. I like that too. There's something between too many AI pilots and prompts are not a strategy that I like. Most AI efforts stall in pilot mode. Yeah. AI that doesn't scale is just noise. True. And AnyQuest makes it real. Let's tell it to take these 3 and iterate again. Use the below 3 for inspiration. Please make 10 more. Let's do 5.
A few moments later.
Okay, I think we're in between 3 and 4. Let's just pick. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, I really like 3, but it doesn't actually say AnyQuest. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. Wow, it's really hitting the word count great here. Let's go with this one. Use this one. Let's see if it understands my broken English. No-code AI workflows that bring order, scale, and real impact. Manual prompting creates chaos. Yes, we just did that one. 50 words expands on manual prompting. We should be getting into our experimental. Yeah, so disconnected pilots, that's good. Scalable, fragmented efforts. Blah, blah, blah. Ops leaders automate repeatable tasks. Yes, that's good. Okay. We like this. Let's go with it. And we'll ask for it in a downloadable Word doc. And that should complete our work on messaging. There's a lot farther you can take this if you want. You'll need to decide what's important for your company and company stage. But as you can see, you can feed it information, get it to use that information plus what it knows about the world to help you with your work. You can guide it and re-guide it to start narrowing in the ways that you want, and then get it to spit out the information in a usable format.